I remember when we first started Authentic Education, one of the first biggest questions I ever had was, how are we going to get clients? And I had all these great ideas about putting business cards in a fishbowl and leaving them at the cafe, going to networking events, trade shows, all this great stuff. But I have to say, a lot of them were a bit of a waste of time, and I would like to save you a lot of heartache and high expectations being shattered by going through what I call fool's gold. So these are the things that I believe that you really shouldn't try when it comes to marketing. Let's go through them. So the first one is old business cards. So everyone's got that box of old business cards under their bed, and just one day you're going to type them all up and it's going to be glorious until you get around to it. I would say with those business cards, just go through them one by one. If you don't remember them, then they don't remember you. There's no relationship there, and there's no foundation to build any type of marketing or business. So I would just completely forget about them. I know that's hard to hear, and I'll explain why. Because that goes on to the second thing, old emails. Even if you do have a whole bunch of email contacts from a previous workplace or a bunch of business cards, I remember we had hundreds of those when we first started. I went to the trouble to type them all up, put them in an Excel spreadsheet, but to cut a long story short, I had to get rid of all of them before, because a lot of email service providers like MailChimp, Aweber, Constant Contact, what happens is if you send out 100 emails, you're allowed a maximum 1% unsubscribe rate. So if more than one of those people out of 100 hits unsubscribe, which they will because they don't know you, then that's one strike, and it's 3 strikes and your account is gone. That's just the unsubscribe rate. The actual spam rate, if someone hits this is junk or this is spam, is 0.1%. So out of 1,000 people that you send to, only one of those people is allowed to hit that this is spam or this is junk, and you're at threshold. So I wouldn't do it at all. It'll actually hurt you as opposed to help you in the long run. Affiliate marketing. This is where you say, I'm a coach or whatever product or service you've got. I'm going to partner up with another company, and if you sell my products or services for me, I'll give you a commission. Generally, that doesn't work until later on when you're quite a large company. So I definitely wouldn't do it to start off with, perhaps later on. By the way, just on that point, the reason is people are more concerned with selling their own products and services, not really yours. And people who make money full-time with affiliate marketing, they want to see a proven track record, not someone who's starting. Number 4, group buying sites. They used to be big. They still kind of are, Groupon, Scoopon, etc. What that attracts is people that are price sensitive. You want a customer that isn't price sensitive, that'll pay what you're worth. These sites attract people that are bargain hunters. And once the bargain is over, in the course of a week or your month special, the customer goes on to the next special that they find in the group buying site. So I wouldn't do those either. Paid events. What I mean by that is, from a marketing point of view only, I wouldn't have someone pay to come to your initial 2-hour evening or one-day talk. I would do it 100% completely for free. It's a lot less work and admin. The second benefit is also that you get more people come to the event, more people refer their friends. Imagine Mary is going to your event tonight and someone at work says, hey, what are you doing, Mary, tonight? She says, oh, I'm coming to this event by Cham. It costs $15 though. That person suddenly got all these questions and they're not really interested. But if it's free, then their friend will be like, I'll just come along. What's the worst that can happen? So with free events, you'll get a lot more people register. Sure, a lot more as a percentage-wise won't show up, but you'll still have them for later to market to. You can still build a relationship with them. There are many other reasons, but yeah, paid events I wouldn't do as a marketing point of view. Obviously, you can sell your paid courses, but have an initial free event to do that. Number 6, networking. I just want to put a caveat on that, and that is networking doesn't have a lot of leverage long term. You can do it when you first start out, and it's great for that because you get to have feedback, meet people, talk to them. It's easier to do. It doesn't require any technology or anything like that. But as a long-term strategy, I wouldn't do networking. Any type of spamming. So you might have a great idea, you found the details of a whole bunch of Toastmasters on the Toastmaster website, or you could private message people on LinkedIn or Facebook or anything like that. But once again, there's no trust. Trust is the foundation of a relationship, especially a marketing relationship, so therefore it doesn't work and it's a bit of a waste of time. Paid ads or EDMs, which are electronic direct mail outs. I wouldn't really pay a website $2,000 to do a mail out, or someone who has a list thousands of dollars right now when you're first starting. Later on it can be good, but only once you've honed your marketing strategy and you know what's actually going to work. Otherwise, to pay a few $1,000s for something that you're not sure of right now, I don't believe is really going to be worth it. Trade shows. I remember we went to the Mind, Body, Spirit Festival. It was quite time intensive, took money and energy to do. I kind of wouldn't recommend you doing a trade show at all. There are a lot better ways you could spend with your time, energy, and money than trade shows. If, by the way, you are going to do a trade show, the goal of the trade show really is to collect people's details who could be interested. So what we did, we had a physical CD. We'd say, hey, would you like a copy of this meditation CD? When they do, I'll email it out to you, put your name and details here, and we start a relationship with them. Number 10, branding stuff. So many great ideas I had when we started about branding water bottles and squishy balls and pens, and that was going to be a great marketing thing. It's not. It's a complete waste of time. Do that later when you've already got a following and when you've already got clients and you just want to deepen the relationship with them and give them free stuff, then yeah, branding stuff is good. Forums. I thought I'd go onto all these personal development forums or financial forums and then build up a reputation with comments, and then they would, maybe every fifth comment or something would link back to my site. Anyways, it hasn't got a lot of leverage. It's not the best way to do it either. Snail mail / flyers. Any kind of physical thing where you have to hand something out isn't really the best when it comes to getting a relationship with a new client or forming a relationship with a new client. So I wouldn't do snail mail or flyers. You can't really track it properly as well. There's a lot of problems associated with it. I would only do that if you 100% know what you're doing and you've tried other low-hanging fruit instead. So I hope you've enjoyed those 12 things not to try when you first start marketing, and I'll see you on the next video.